Bam. They can now hear us, hopefully, possibly. I hope so.
Bean, let us know.
Let us know, everybody in the chat, if you can hear us. Also, I'm going to turn on music, but I'm going to make it a little bit quieter because it's Monster Hunter music and it's very loud.
Bean.
They can now hear us. Oh, I can hear myself. Please don't kill me.
Oh. Ooh, I can hear you. Ew, ew, ew. I hate it. That's what you sound like.
Alright, anyways. So we got the Windows tab. Alright. So what we're gonna do. There's a lot of monsters on this list. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through all of them and we're gonna give them a rating of 1 to 10.
1 to 10. Oh, are you gonna put it on one of those score sheet things?
No, we are not. We are just gonna say our opinions on a 1 to 10 out loud and move on from there. Because I am not a pro streamer.
I was working with a pro streamer here, man.
I know. You can't siphon my likes anymore. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
Alright. Starting out. I don't know if Liz, do you have the link up?
Add the link up.
Okay.
We going with Apsaros first, or are we skipping all the small endemics?
Starting out with
Apsaros is cute. He's cute. I like him. I give him a solid, like, well, okay. 7? We'll go 7. He's cute.
I'm giving an Apsaros a 7 as well, because he's just okay. Aptonoth.
Yeah. That's a good boy. That's an 8.
That's a 9, because he's such a good boy.
That's an 8 for me.
He's also weak to everything except for dragons, so he can't die to death with them. He's a tank.
I mean, he's just an Aptonoth, so he dies to anything anyways. Bullfango, I'm giving him, okay, his design, I'll give him, like, a 6. But him as a dude, a monster, I give him a 3. I fucking hate this guy. I hate him. He has pissed me off in so many hunts, it's not even funny.
Bullfango gets, from a monster perspective, he gets like a 4 for me. But for a troll perspective, he gets a 10.
Yeah, he's very trolly. He just pisses me off, man.
We're gonna skip past Cephalos and Feline. Cephalos is a 0. I hate him with every fiber of my being.
We can't skip Cephalos.
We can
you
and
love
will.
him. He's your favorite.
No, I'd rather die. Feline, we're gonna give them a 10 out of 10 because they're cats.
Yeah, they're alright. Cute.
Alright.
They're helpful.
Genprey.
I mean, I don't really have too much.
I'm gonna give Genprey. Bullfango is a drink you get from a Southern bar because it's hot and you want to die every time it's on screen.
Genprey's like a 4 for me, I guess.
Genprey is fine. I'm just gonna go past all. Kelby, we give Kelby's 10s because they're precious.
Kelby, yeah, Kelbys are good boys. Kelbys are good boys.
Moss Swines are also good boys.
Moss Swines are very good boys.
Velociprey, Vespoids, we're gonna give them Basarios?
Okay, Velociprey, no, I gotta bring this up. Velociprey's hands bug me. They're too big.
Oh, hang on.
I'm not...
I'm gonna click it just so the chat
I don't like their hands.
Look at how big their hands are.
They're chunky hands and then they've got these, like, scissor nails.
They got opposable thumbs.
It just, it's weird. It looks weird. I'd give them a 5. Because they are cool monsters. Velociraptors are some of my favorite dinosaurs, so, you know, gotta give them points for that, but...
Alright. Vespoids, I hate those little fuckers.
Nobody likes Vespoids. They're like a 3. I don't even know how many times I've been paralyzed mid-hunt because of Vespoids.
Basarios gets, depending on the game, Basarios, for me, overall, Basarios is like a 4.
He looks goofy. Like, he looks goofy, and I'm not a huge fan of him. I'd say 5. I'd say 5. I don't hate him. He's just like meh. For me.
Cephadrome is a 0. I hate him. Diablos?
Rome.
How do I feel about Diablos? Like, overall? Because he's also like a game-to-game basis.
Yeah.
Like, if we're going off of
I love Diablos' design.
If we're going off of Freedom Unite, I hate him. But, like, his design is cool.
Diablos' design is, like, easily a 9.5 out of 10.
But I'd rather fight Monoblos, though, is the thing. Like, I think Monoblos is cooler.
That's fair. Monoblos is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't mind fighting Diablos, and I actually really enjoy his fight with an Insect Glaive. I think he's really fun with Insect Glaive. Personally.
Gendrome is okay. A lot of the drones are like...
meh. But I think they're, like, meant to be meh. Because they're, like, what you run into early game. But I do like his design. I like, his eyes. Like, the arrow thing above his eyes. His eyebrows. And his little whiskers. I like that. As for like, early game monsters, he's up there for me. I think he's really cool.
You got Gypsyros. Gypsyros is okay.
Wait, we skipping over Gravios?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to follow along, man. I gotta look at these guys.
If we get to Gravios, I would rant it for hours.
Not a huge fan of Gypsyros. He's weird looking too. 4.
Iodrome might be one of my favorite drones. Also, it's Liz's favorite monster. Everybody.
Iodrome? Oh, it's Khezu.
It's the Khezu.
Iodrome's okay. Iodrome's okay.
But Khezu.
Khezu creeps me out. Like, and he's meant to. Like, that's his thing. But Khezu creeps me out. Did you pull up Khezu so everybody can see Khezu?
Yes, I did.
Okay, cool. Because, yeah, he's creepy. He's meant to be creepy.
I'm clicking, like, all the major ones. Like, I'm skipping past, like, all the smaller shit. At least, like, in terms of showing them the chat. Monoblos is so fucking cool. Monoblos is, like, an 8 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, his design is really awesome.
We got
cooler than Diablos in my book, but I also haven't really fought him all that much, so I don't have like one-on-one experience with him. Just a lot of these monsters I'm just seeing and like rating them off their looks. A lot like Pokemon, I just rate them off their looks. Plesioth is okay, like 7. He's probably a 7 for me. He's not the coolest monster, but he is pretty cool.
He's also not as bad as everybody else says he is, because they're like, Khezu is annoying, and I'm like, I don't want to be that guy, but, like, just bring a gun.
I am very anti-gun. Every single game. I will never play gun.
Rathalos.
That's not what I play Monster Hunter for.
Rathalos,
he is overrated as fuck, but he is cool. He's probably an 8. He's probably an 8 for me.
I want to give him like a 9 because because it could just be because I've been fighting him for so long. He's like my boy, you know.
Fair. I mean, he's like the Pikachu of the series, so yeah, that's fair.
Rathian, I actually really like Rathian too.
I think I prefer Rathian over Rathalos.
Like you can't go wrong just like like posting one of them, right? Like you just can't.
No, yeah, like everybody knows the fight. Everybody.
Yeah. If you ever just like, we need to do something. Well, we don't know what to fight. So you post a Rathian and you curb stomp Rathian.
Yeah, it's like okay. Yeah.
Velocidrome is like.
Again, the hands.
Yeah. Gion Kutku. My boy. He's a dirt bird. He's 10 out of 10.
He's awesome. In World we got No, I'm thinking of Yangaruga. Yeah, I'm thinking of Yangaruga. He is cool, though.
The only game that I can think of that you played that he's in is Gen Alt.
I don't know if I ever even, like, got to him.
Fatalis.
Really like Fatalis. I think he is a fantastically designed monster. I enjoyed his fight in World. Yeah, he's just cool.
I think
he's just like dragon.
I think he is like a staple dragon. As RNG and as bullshit as his fight is in World, it felt really fucking good to beat him in World.
Yeah.
I think he's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, he's
Fatalis is always in every game is a culmination of like, take everything you've learned and fight this. And if you if you haven't taken anything, you're going to lose.
Yep. Yeah, he's just a good monster. Like
I like Kieran.
I hate Kieran. I hate Kieran so much. Kieran
because people who don't take melee, people who don't take KO weapons to Kieran hate Kieran.
Yeah, he is kind of a joke when you like take hammer or any other KO.
Yeah. When you take if you take anything that hinders him in the slightest, it gets fucking obliterated. Like
he's a joke. I just don't like him as a monster. Like not even the fight aside, I just don't like him as a monster. He makes me mad.
Honestly, him being one of like the first elders you fight and being like it's just a horse. You're
a
like,
horse, and it's an elder fucking dragon. That ain't a dragon. Fuck you. I hate you all.
I mean, yeah. Lao Shenlong. Lao Shenlong is a fun fight, even though it's basically an AFK fight for most of it.
I think I've seen you fight this one.
It is a fuck around hunt, and I love it. Like me, Quango, like everybody. Whenever we fight it, we all do our own shit. Like we're either fucking around or talking.
Well, this is the one where you're just like walking, or he's like walking to a destination, right?
Yeah.
And you're like walking alongside him and shooting ballistas and shit like that alongside him. Is that the one?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it looks really boring, but I really do like his design. He is very cool.
It's a very funny fight because you're just like, hey guys, let's fight a Lao, and like everybody who fights Lao just kind of fucks around the entire time.
Of course.
Azure Los and Silver Los. They're Loses.
Pretty. Yeah, they're pretty. I think Silver is probably one of my more favorite of the like variants of Los. I think he's really pretty. The silver and gold Rathalos and Rathian.
Azure, because back in the day, they were all basically the same, minus like a select few moves. But now, like Silver Los is actually kind of a different fight. So, in like Rise and World, I'd give him maybe like a 7. In other games, I'd give him like a 4 because he's basically the other versions, but his head is harder. Black Gravios and Black Diablos, they're basically the same. Black Diablos is a Diablos in heat. Fun fact. It's a Diablos that just wants to dick.
Absolutely love that fact.
Blue Kutku is the same. Green Plesioth, the same. Pink Goldrathian. I like Goldrathian. I think Goldrathian's really cool.
Yeah, she's pretty.
A lot of the opening scenes from these people are fucking cool. Like especially like in Rise. Purple Gypsios. We'll skip all these.
Red Kazoo makes me uncomfortable.
Crimson Fatalis is fucking awesome. Crimson Fatalis is probably my personal favorite Fatalis.
Oh, he's pretty. Isn't there a white Fatalis too?
Yeah, there's also a white Fatalis. Yeah, Crimson Fatalis
is really pretty.
Fucking dope. It's like dark black, but when it gets enraged, it becomes like really red and like orange. And I clicked off of the thing on accident.
Ooh. Oh no!
It's okay, nothing incriminating. Quango has asked me to ask you, how do you feel about Yangaruga?
Love Yangaruga. I think he's a silly dude, and I really like his design. I like him a lot. I thought his cutscene in World was really fun. I like fighting him too. Actually, I think he's a fun fight.
Fake fucking Christ! Me, you.
I think he's a really fun fight.
Me, you, and Quango are the only 3 people who love Yian Garuga. Yian Garuga stands rise up. Yes.
Dude, I love him. I thought he was so fun. Like, he's movie and he's a culmination of a lot of different like monster moves. Like, he does a Rathian move at one point. And you're like, oh my god, that's a Rathian thing, and you know, like, he's just fun.
Gen like small monsters.
But Anteka.
Okay. Oh shit, you're right. Anteka, 10 out of 10.
Exactly. Good boy.
Popo's also 10 out of 10. They're also good boys.
Popos are 10 out of 10, absolutely.
Shakalakas are also 10 out of 10. They're just little dancing guys. They're just little
little shakalakas.
Look at them. They just be dancing. And then a shakalaka king hits you, and then a shakalaka king hits you for half of your health, and you're like, oh!
What the fuck? All right, what do we do next?
Blanganga. You probably haven't fought Blanganga.
Blanganga. I've never heard of this monster.
It is.
He is a monkey. He's cool looking though.
It's basically Ice Monkey, yeah.
Cool.
He is really fucking obnoxious and really annoying. But that being said, I fucking love Blanganga, and he has one of my favorite longsword designs of all time.
Okay.
And Bulldrome is like a 5. Bulldrome has to be like a 9 out of 10 for the sole fact that watching him get knocked over and watching 4 hunters jump him, initiate him into a gang is really fucking funny. Because he gets KO'd once, and then you just curb stomp him, and he's like, oh, please. Oh, let's see. We got
Kangalala. I hate him. I hate Kangalala.
I think he's a funny. I think he's just a funny monkey, man.
He's a funny monkey, but also I don't like him at all. I remember
him a 7 out of 10 for funny.
He's one of the first fights you do in Gen Ald, I think. He's up there.
Yeah, he's in like 3-4 star.
And yeah, okay. So he's early on, but not super early on. But yeah, I was uncomfortable fighting him. I didn't like him.
Daimyo Hermitaur,
I don't like him.
I really like the crabs.
I wasn't a fan at first because anything with more than 4 legs creeps me out, like crabs and
but they
things
grow
like that.
On you though because they're just little funny crab man.
That's the thing, like after Stories, because he's in Stories 2.
Yes.
Yeah, they grew on me. I'm still not a huge fan.
How are you guys feeling, chat? You guys got any things that you're just wrong? Or like, yeah,
Bean says she's learning so much.
Alright, so Geodrome, let's skip past Geodrome, whatever. King Shakalaka is the monster. I gotta see if I can find you a video of him in Freedom Unite.
King Shakalaka.
There's no hit stun on him, so he'll hit you and all your health will be gone.
Oh no. And he looks like he'd be annoying.
It's really fucking fun. He's also, yeah, he's incredibly annoying, but he's extremely funny. He's just a little flame man. He's like, I'm gonna kill all you, and then he does. Rajang, ooh.
I'm not a huge fan of Rajang. I am not a big fan of monkeys as is. Like, they're just not my thing.
I love Rajang for the sole fact that Rajang is, if Fatalis is like a test of like everything you know, Rajang would be a test of your positioning. Like knowing what you need to do against Rajang is very important. Speaking of that, I'm pretty
vital.
Sure
it is vital.
Rajang's theme is playing right now, actually.
Huh, that's ironic. I can appreciate Rajang being basically a Elder Dragon without being an Elder Dragon. I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
But
I give him
other than that, I'm not
death.
fan.
I never capture him if I can avoid it. I always fight him to the end because he's a warrior and he deserves a warrior's death.
That's fair. I capture him because I hate him. And I can.
Shengoran is basically Shogun Senator on steroids.
Shangoran. Don't know this one either.
He is a giant.
Ew, I hate him. Ooh, he's a 0 out of 10. I hate him. I don't like him. Get him out of my face. 0 out of 10. Moving on. Next one is fine. He's okay. He's probably a 2. I don't like him.
I love Shogun too. Shogun's like a 7 or 8 for me, depending on the game, depending on what time you ask me. How many drinks have I had? Chameleos is a fucking like.
Dude, I think he is probably a 10 out of 10 for me. I love his design. I think he's goofy.
I loved the first time we fought Chameleos because we were like, I love him immediately. Like you were
he's so cute.
You're like, I love him. For those of you who
I love him.
This is Chameleos. He's a good boy. He's like a 9 out of 10.
He's a 10 out of 10 for me. I love him.
Kushala Daora. All my homies hate Kushala Daora. He's like a
Kushala.
Get out of my face.
I love his design. I absolutely adore Kushala's design.
Yeah, he has like the steel like dragon look.
Yeah, he's dragon. Like they just pulled off a dragon that looks fucking cool. He's like design wise 10 out of 10. I love him. Fight wise, I hate him with a passion. Absolutely not.
Rusty Kushala is like a bronze looking Kushala, and I hate him. And I hope he never fucking exists again. Also, Xenoga's theme just started playing. It's fucking lit.
Yes!
The world version. Lunastra. All my homies hate Lunastra in world. Everybody fucking hates Lunastra. It's not even a secret. Everybody
Luna
hates
is
Lunastra.
Awful. Luna is awful.
Everybody hates Lunastra. I wish they just made her a clone like they did in all the other fucking games.
Yeah. Teo needs to drop Luna.
Honestly, you can't fix her, Teostra. You need to drop her, bro.
Yeah, right? You can't fix her, bud.
Teostra, I fucking love Teostra. Teostra might be my 10 out of 10.
Really? He's like his design's really cool. He's a chimera basically. Like he's cool.
White Fatalis.
I wouldn't say 10 out of 10, but
I think White Fatalis is also a 10 out of 10 for me.
I mean, look, because I feel like I'm gonna really like. Yeah, he's beautiful. He's 10 out of 10.
White Fatalis' whole thing is it's thunder, and its big move is it flies into like a void and calls down lightning on you. So you have to avoid it. Yamatsukami is really fucking cool. It's like a giant moss dragon. You're probably not gonna like it.
We're watching I remember watching a video on this guy, and I think he's interesting.
Yeah, he's like a floating island kind of thing.
Yeah, but I'm not a big fan of him. He's fine. I don't hate him. But
you've never fought a Cantor, so it's kind of hard to ask you about a Cantor. A Cantor's actually really cool. I like a Cantor.
Wait, is he in stories?
No.
Oh, okay.
The earliest you would play.
He looks cool as shit.
The earliest game that you would have played that he was in is Gen-O. And you didn't.
Yeah, I don't think I did. He looks really cool.
Tigrex. Is
he in water?
No, he's in lava.
A Cantor? Oh, is he the one that like has the mountain on his back and can spew lava and stuff from his back?
I think there's a few.
No, I'm not thinking Zora.
That's Dia Morales that has a volcano on its back that has like volcano shit.
Okay.
Alright, how do we feel? I like Tigrex. I like Tigrex a lot.
I think he's in the.
Tigrex is also like a humbling monster. Like.
Yeah, he really is.
If you think you're good at Monster Hunter, fight a Tigrex. Like,
fight a Tigrex. Yeah. I feel like Tigrex is another like overrated monster. I think he's cool, but I don't think he's as cool as everybody else thinks he is.
Tigrex is a monster that humbled the fuck out of me.
I could see that. He is aggressive as fuck, and he's cool, but he's not. I just don't think he's as cool as everybody else thinks that he is. He's fine.
Do we care about the stuff like
Copper Emerald Furious?
Copper Blondanga.
Furious is different enough.
Furious is like I like Furious is like a 7, maybe 8.
Yeah.
Hypnocatrice is really cool, and they need to put him in other games.
Cute. Oh, he's cute.
Hypnocatrice is basically Kutku, but it does sleep and it does kick the shit out of you, and it's really funny.
He's cool. I like him.
All my homies hate Lavasiath. Lavasiath is a 1 out of 10. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Nargacuga.
I love Nargacuga.
Nargacuga would be higher for me if I wasn't tired of seeing him.
That's fair. That's fair. Like, I love Nargacuga.
Overall, like as a fight, I'd give Narga like I'd say maybe like a 6, 7 out of 10. Like removing all of like how many times I've seen him, I'd still give it like a 7. Like Nargacuga is still a really solid monster.
Yeah. I think his design is at least 9 out of 10, but his fight, I would go for an 8. But I also haven't fought him like a cajillion times in a cajillion games. So his fight is still very fresh for me.
There's a select few games that I've played that he isn't in, and one of them is Geno. Not Geno, Full Ultimate. He's not a Full Ultimate. But every game like after that he's in, and basically every 3rd gen game before that he's in. So you will get really tired of seeing him.
Yeah.
We could skip that.
Yeah, I love Nargacuga.
Ucanlos? I really like Ucanlos. It's basically Ice Acantor. Like it swims in ice and like shovels ice and it's really fucking cool.
He's cool as shit.
Ucanlos is really fucking cool.
Oh, he's cool as shit. He's armored as fuck. Look at that guy.
Yeah, his jaw is like a shovel, and he shovels snow with it, and he like swims in the snow, and
I love him. He's super cool. Like he's probably a good, I'd say 9 out of 10 for design. Yeah. He's so cool.
Vespoid Queen is annoying because you have to kill like 20 Vespoids for it to even spawn, so it makes the quest even longer.
Oh my god.
Yangaruga, the boy.
We love Yangaruga.
We stand.
Look at him. He's just a goofy guy.
Yeah, I'll show you. Garuga's just a goofy little guy. He's just looking.
I really like Garuga. I really like.
Look how goofy this man is. And he's weak to water, which gives another reason to use water weapons, because there's like 4 monsters weak to water.
I was gonna say, there's not many weak to water.
Oh shit, we're in Monster Hunter 3 now? There's not many here, because...
I guess.
So, we're going all the way to... Well, first off, hang on, we got a Jaggy and Jagias are like 9 out of 10.
Oh, you're gonna skip over Fish?
Delix is cool. Ultra Baggy, all that shit. Venopolos is the boy. I love Venopolos.
He's a cutie. Same with Bludroth. I like Eructor. Agnactor. Dude, an Agnactor in Stories 2, him like clacking his jaw, I thought that was the coolest thing in the fucking world.
He basically like ignite, like he does it in the game too, where like he basically like ignites. Yeah, he ignites.
I think that is so cool. Yeah. The thing that I love about Monster Hunter is you can kind of just tell how these monsters like would work in the real world.
Yeah, hang on. I will also pull up Agnactor.
It's fucking cool.
This is Agnactor. He's really fucking cool. He swims in lava and his shell becomes hardened and he becomes annoying, but he's still a really cool monster. 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I would almost give... I'll give 9.
While many people I know hate Agnactor, I fucking love Agnactor.
I think he's cool as shit. Now, mind you, the only like anything that I have with Agnactor is in Stories 2.
Yeah.
But I thought he made a pretty big impression on me, and I loved him. He's cool as shit.
Barioth is really cool. I think Barioth is also another one that I've been fighting forever. So like I'm kind of annoyed with him, but like he's still really cool when you do fight him because he's not like. He's not like Dogger, where like he's
Saber-tooth tiger wyvern, like he's cool as shit.
He's also really fun to bully.
Yeah. Smack the kitty in the face, he go down.
Barioth, just because it's Gunji, no bias though, we're gonna give it like a 9 out of 10, even though I fucking hate him.
Barioth is a good boy.
I fucking hate him in Rise.
Is a good boy.
But Barioth is good.
He's this... Rise and World Barioth are both pretty much the same.
Do we give Deviljho a 10 out of 10? No, they're different.
I am not a big fan of Pickle's design. He's probably an 8.
I love Deviljho for the sole fact that the first time you see a Deviljho, you're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, no, you respect the fuck out of Deviljho when you see the Deviljho. You fucking run the other way when you see a Deviljho. You know what this motherfucker's about before you even know his name. You know what this motherfucker's about, and it's death. Like, he will just destroy everything.
Giganox,
that's good design right there. But I'm not a huge fan of how he looks.
I don't think you're like Giganox, but I fucking love Giganox.
Giganox, let me see. This is fatter Kezu.
Oh yeah, this is the fish just swimming in the water. Oh, look at that, it's a wide variety. You gotta stab sharks and three, it's weird.
I don't like Giganox. You're right.
Gobul is really cool. It's like what are those monsters
His icon? His icon looks... Oh, anglerfish.
Yeah, he's like an anglerfish.
Yeah. He's still kind of ugly though.
And he flashes you basically. Alright, so
of course
fuck every other monster.
That's a 6.
Great Baggy, 11 out of 10. He's goated.
I give him an 8.
Lagiacrus? Ooh. How do I...
I like.
See, because like for me, a lot of these I've been fighting for so long that I just don't care for them anymore. But like, normal Laggy... No, because there's 3 different versions of Laggy in 3rd gen. Normal Laggy is maybe like a 5 out of 10. It's really fucking annoying, and its water combat's fucking obnoxious. But like Abyssal Laggy is a 10 out of fucking 10. Kudupeko. Okay. I love Kudupeko.
I don't get an opinion, I guess.
Okay, go ahead.
No.
What do you think about Laggy?
You're good.
Tell me what you think
like Laggy. I think he's cool. I saw a video of Laggy the other day that was him fighting an Anjanath in like World, what we could have had in World, and it was cool as shit. I like Laggy.
I could imagine Laggy like fucking some people up. Okay, this is off topic, but why is Anjanath a rival? He loses every single fucking fight he gets into. Unless he's fighting like something smaller than him, he loses.
He's the Pikachu of the series? Who, Lagiacrus?
If we're talking about Lagiacrus, like, not really. Lagiacrus is more
I said that about Rathalos.
Yeah. Lagiacrus is more like the... I'm trying to think of, like... He's like the 4th gen of Monster Hunt. Like, you either love Lagiacrus or you fucking hate it.
Because that was the one that was he introduced in underwater fighting?
He was introduced in 3rd gen. I think the earliest he was in Tri, which was underwater.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard some really bad things about underwater combat.
It's manageable. If you play Greatsword underwater, you're not gonna like your life. But
I'm sure.
The meta changes completely underwater. Like the blocking weapons are fucking king underwater.
Okay.
Like I take.
Oh yeah, because Greatsword didn't get block until like recently, did it?
No, Greatsword got block since I think 2nd gen. But
it's the shoulder bash that it got recently. That's right. I love shoulder bash. I use the shit out of shoulder bash. I don't like Kurapeko.
I love Kurapeko because that's the first experience you have with him summoning Deviljho, because he summons Deviljho, and you're like, what the fuck?
It is very interesting.
He's just a little spongy boy. I like Royal
Another really cool thing that Monster Hunter does is like utilizes the monster in other ways than just fighting it. Like Kurapeko, its air sac on its chest can imitate other monsters and have them like call them basically. So I think that like is super interesting about monsters too.
A lot of the monsters that you see, like if you look at a monster for like a half a second, you kind of know what it's about. Like you look at Ludroth, it's like, oh, it's a little sponge guy. He's probably going to be water, and he is, and he's really cute, and I love him. And Ludroth is a 10 out of 10.
I wasn't a big fan of him at first, but he definitely grew on me.
I know, that's how I was too. I fucking hated Ludroth at first. But then you're like, you're just a little spongy boy, and I love you.
Yeah, he's cute. He's cute. I love him.
Uragaan, I hate Uragaan.
I hate him.
I will forever hate Uragaan. Uragaan is a piece of shit, and I hope his mom has a bad day. Anyways, Alatreon. I fucking love Alatreon. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, if you say anything else, you're wrong. Like, His cry.
I hate his fight in World because it's literally just RNG based. But
just the one thing in World is the only bad thing about his fight. The one thing. If they took that out, like his fight would be phenomenal. Like his fight is very fair. Other than that.
Yeah, because
I felt like his fight was very good.
His fight normally is fair, but like the DPS check is so fucking inconsistent.
It's stupid. I think everybody can agree on that.
I would dunk on him the Latreon for 5 minutes and he won't get it. But sometimes I'll hit him twice and he'll get knocked out of it.
Yeah, it's completely
inconsistent
bullshit.
And it's all RNG. It's luck if you beat that fight or not.
But
arguably,
he is such a cool dragon.
Latreon in other games, I'd give him like a 10 out of 10. But like in World, like his fight specifically, I'd give it like a 4 out of 10 just because it's fucking inconsistent.
The DPS check, yeah. Which is unfortunate because his fight is so good up to that point.
I don't even mind the DPS check. I hate the inconsistency of the DPS check.
That's fair.
Like, there's a lot
I also love his cry.
His cry is really... It sounds like he's trying to hold back his power, and it's fucking dope.
And, like, it's very metallic sounding, too. Like, it's so cool.
Click on a Latreon so people can actually see a Latreon. This is a Latreon. He is the only monster...
He's cool shit.
He is the only monster, at least in base games, that I remember, who uses 4 of the 5 elements, and in World he uses all 5.
Which is fucking cool.
Yeah. So that's pretty fucking sick. Oh, what the fuck? Can you stop that?
I don't know what this next monster is, but it's beautiful.
Cydaeus is one of the underwater fights that's actually really fucking good.
I think he is pretty.
Cydaeus is very pretty, and I love Cydaeus. Cydaeus might be a 10 out of 10. Even with the water fighting, it's 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 9 out of 10 design-wise. I really like him.
Gen Moran! I want to give... No, there's a different Moran that I will talk about here in a second in Gen 4. Gen Moran is really cool.
He looks like a big boy.
Yeah, he's a yeah, he is like Dalamadur sized. Well, not as big, but he's one of the big fights.
He's big. He's cool.
Yeah.
He looks like he would be in like the desert.
He is. You fight him in the desert.
He is.
Yeah.
He's cool as shit.
You fight him in like the Great Desert, and like you're on a sand boat, and it's crazy.
Oh shit.
Arzuros.
Yeah, he's cool.
I love Arzuros. He's just a little honey bear. He wants to get honey and murder you.
Yeah. Okay. He's fine.
I will give you a quick rundown of. I will give you a quick rundown of some of the subspecies, and you can just rate them.
Okay.
Barefoot Giganox is Giganox but Para.
Okay. Boo.
Crimson Kudapeko is just Kudapeko but Thunder.
Okay. Eh.
Glacier Lignactor is one of my favorite fights in all of Monster Hunter. It's not even debatable.
Ooh.
Glacier Lignactor is fucking cool. And Glacier Lignactor, when you fight them in a certain area, you can see Glacier Lignactor moving in the ice.
Ooh. That's cool.
Brute Tigrex, you fight Brute Tigrex. It's annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. He's cool looking though. He's super cool.
Really cool. I will click on Brute Tigrex so the chat can see Brute Tigrex. Look at how angry he is.
I love him.
Duramboros is my boy. I love Duramboros. He's spinny.
Duramboros.
He is spinny ballerina mountain, and I love him.
Look at him!
Good boy.
Oh, he reminds me of Banbaro a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, I think he's a part of the same family. But
I was gonna say
that's one
look
monster,
very similar.
That's one monster that I think that if Gunji fought, he'd fucking love Duramboros.
He really likes Banbaro, so yeah, probably. Yeah. Man, now I want to play World.
Green Nagakuga is Nagakuga but Poison and Para, because of course he is.
Nice. Badass.
Jade Bayoth is also a really cool monster.
Mm-hmm.
I
like Jade Bayoth.
You know Lagombi.
Yeah, Lagombi's okay. He's kind of in the same book as Arzuros for me. They're both like fine.
Yeah.
Nibblesnarf.
Nibblesnarf is my boy. I love Nibblesnarf.
Oh my gosh! Look at him.
Look at him. Look at the little Nibblesnarf. Look at him.
I love his icon. He's just. Nah.
You can make him eat bombs.
Oh, Nibblesnarf.
Nibblesnarf is probably one of the easiest monsters to bully in all of Monster.
He's so cute. I fucking love him.
Purple Ludroth is just Ludroth but poison.
Purple.
Sandbarrioth is fucking cool. Sandbarrioth summons sandstorms and spins in them and attacks you from them. It's really fucking cool.
Oh, I like his color pattern too. He's cool.
Steel Uragaan is annoying as shit. We're skipping past him.
Yeah. Volvidon. This one was meh. I wasn't sure about him at first. Yeah, he's fine. He's in the same as Argyros and Lagombe. He's fine.
Yeah.
I love Zinogre. I know that you're not a huge fan of Zinogre. I love Zinogre.
Once again, it's another one of those things. I'm just tired of seeing them. I love Zinogre.
Yeah, he's like an Arcuga.
I love Zinogre as a monster, and since the first time I saw him in 3rd gen, I fell in love with him, and I was like, you're fucking lovely, and I love you, and you're great, and do you have a boyfriend? Because I will be that.
He's cool as shit. He's a 10 out of 10 for me.
We're gonna start leaning into the more divisive opinions, most likely. Amatsu, I fucking love Amatsu. That's a 10 out of 10.
That's so pretty.
Amatsu Magatsuchi is how you say its name, by the way. You're welcome.
Amatsu Magatsuchi. He's gorgeous.
Amatsu is fucking beautiful. You can ask Bean and Ren and everybody. The first time when they announced Amatsu in Rise, everybody went crazy. Like,
oh, is Amatsu in Rise? Nice.
Yeah. Brachydios. How do we feel about Brachydios? I fucking hate Brachydios.
I like Bracky. I thought his fight was fun. Personally.
The only reason why I don't like Brachydios is because in in 3 Ultimate, he was introduced in 3 Ultimate. Before it was called Blast, it was called Slime. And it was the newbie crutch. Everybody used Slime because how Slime work in that game is that it's basically like Blast, but the build up was way faster and it did so much fucking damage.
That makes sense.
But like,
of course everybody's gonna use it.
But like, once again, you could use the element that the monster is weak to, and you could still do fine. But the fact that everybody wanted to farm out Bracky all of the time in every single game ever.
You fought Bracky a lot, yeah.
Yeah. Ivory Laggy is like. So Lagiacrus is water land, right?
Okay.
Ivory Laggy is only land, and Abyssal Laggy is only water.
Ooh, okay.
When you see Abyssal Laggy, you're gonna see why I fucking love him.
I think does he have like bioluminescence and stuff?
Yeah, he does, and he's like black and light blue, and yeah, he's fucking sick.
He's electric.
Yeah.
Or is that dragon?
He's electric.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gorgeous.
Yeah, literally
He's definitely the best out of the 3.
One of his names is Dark Sea Dragon, Master of the Wave, Consumer of the World, and Devil of the Sea.
I love it.
That shit go hard.
10 out of 10.
Lucid Nagakuga.
Love. I think he is cool.
I really like Lucid. Lucid Nagakuga is one of those fights that like you fight and then you get all of its shit and then you never go back to it again because there's not really a point.
I've heard.
Yeah. Russ Durambros is fucking massive. It is. So take
that's cool looking.
Let's go from like we're gonna use Zora Magdaros as comparison. He's not as big as Zora Magdaros, but like picture from the top of Zora Magdaros' head all the way to about like the second layer is about how big Russ Durambros is.
Jesus.
It's fucking huge. And there's an event where it is like the size of it, probably sitting straight up. It's probably about as large, like if you just laid it on its side, like just on its stomach.
Yeah.
It's probably about as big as a Fatalis.
Jeez.
Savage Deviljho. It's Deviljho, but annoying.
Yeah. Except like beefed up.
Stygian Zinogre. I fucking love Stygian Zinogre.
Yeah, if you don't love Stygian Zinogre, you're wrong.
One of the reasons why I love Stygian Zinogre is that we would fight it in Worlds with me and Quango, and every time he'd KO it, he'd go, "What the dog doing?"
What the dog doing? Oh yeah, Dire Morales is the one that I'm thinking of.
Dire Morales is so fucking cool. It's so fucking
yeah,
cool.
He's cool as shit. I watched a video of him and I'm like, dude, that monster is cool as fuck.
Yeah, this is about the part where I'm actually going to be clicking on the monsters, because we're starting to get to the really good shit.
Yeah, Dire Morales is cool.
Goldbeard Sedaeus is really fucking cool.
Whoa. I like him. He's like an underwater ox eel thing. I like him.
Hollow Gen Moran is normal Gen,
Hollowed.
But like, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, he's cool.
We got Zamite. Conchu gets a 10 out of 10 because they're so fucking cute.
I like Conchus a lot.
Zamites are pretty cool. I like it that when they eat you and they bite you long enough, they get bigger.
Yeah, that's cute. They're adorable too. Yeah, they're so fucking cute.
This is a little Zamite. Look at the little Zamite. Look at him.
You're so angry.
Cute. He's so angry. Look at his jaw. Catcher Watcher. I love Catcher Watcher. He's so fucking funny. He hangs from vines.
He is like. You would think that I wouldn't like this guy, but he's like in the realm of he looks so weird that he's cool.
Yeah. And like
he's so out there.
When he gets enraged, he uses his ears as like he basically puts on like a helmet with his ears when he's enraged.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like him.
Cover his face. Molted Tigrex is so fucking cool.
Why? Why did they do that? Why did they feel the need to do that?
That's got blast, and it starts out really slow and becomes more and more aggressive as the fight goes on.
Because of course, why we need an angrier Tigrex that's on fire.
Najarala is so cool. I
like her name.
All of its scales are like sound things, and it shoots it at you, and you like reverberates them and explodes them.
Oh, that's cool.
Najarala is so fucking cool, and it keeps doing the goddamn thing.
Oh no.
Nucilla, I'm tired of Nucilla. I'd rather I think I'd rather fight Rakna-Kadaki.
You love Rakna-Kadaki. Of course you would.
I do love Rakna-Kadaki. Ruby
you love that monster.
Ruby Basarios is
pretty. Better looking than normal.
I'll lump Celtis and Celtis Queen together because they're two peas in a pod, so.
Okay. Oh yeah! These guys were in Stories 2. Yeah. I remember these guys. These guys were annoying as fuck.
Tetsucabra is like an 8 out of... I love Tetsucabra. He's so cool.
He's a 10 out of 10. Same with Zamtrios, 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah, no,
I love Tetsucabra.
Zamtrios is like a 12 out of 10. Zamtrios is such a cool fucking fight.
He gives me very much like Suicide Squad that shark vibe.
Oh, King
I
Shark?
love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Gormagala
is fucking amazing. That is such a cool monster to me. So, like his entire story, so fucking cool.
His whole thing is really cool. Gormagala in Rise is one of the worst fights because he's the only monster that still has old world mechanics, like instant charges and like really fucking weird hitboxes. So he's really fucking annoying to fight. Duran Moran is a 10 out of 10 for the sole fact, I'm not making this up. You can look this up after the stream. In Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, the Hulk and Ryu kill a Duran Moran.
What?
Yep. In Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Why? What? Huh?
Anyways, Dalamadur, 11 out of 10.
What? No, wait, huh? I'm still stuck on the fucking...
No.
What?
Dalamadur is an 80 out of 10. It's one of my favorite large fights in the game. It's so fucking cool.
I want to see a full-grown Dalamadur so fucking bad. Yeah. Like, he is so fucking cool, and he's like the biggest monster. I fucking love him. I want to fight him so bad, but I don't want to play the old Monster Hunters because I don't want to play the old Monster Hunters.
Well, luckily for you,
but he's so cool and I love him.
You can emulate for Ultimate and make it fucking manageable.
Yeah.
Orochi Kirin is one of my favorite ice monsters.
Orochi Kirin's cool. I hate Kirin, but he looks good in black.
Guys,
he does.
everybody who knows me, and everybody who probably knows this, Shagaru Magala is a 900 out of 10. Shagaru Magala is fucking.
Do you see that thing's wings?
Goated. It's fucking goated. Like.
Do you see that thing's wings?
It's not even an argument. If you don't like Shagaru Magala, that is a red flag, and you should go to therapy.
Absolutely. That thing is the most beautiful fucking thing. Wow, okay. One of the most beautiful things that I've ever seen in my life.
I know.
Gorgeous.
I'm easily second, I get it.
Yeah, no.
Ash, okay.
You don't beat Mizu. What are you talking about?
That's true. We're not actually. Yeah, I think after this we're getting the 5th gen, which is like. Okay, we're getting there. Ash Ketchawatcha. Ash Ketchawatcha is fire. Ketchawatcha, and he's really cool, and I like him, and he's like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, he's cool looking.
Berserk Tetsukabra is like still a 10 out of 10 for me. I really like Berserk Tetsukabra.
Oh, look how cool he looks.
His rocks explode. It's really fucking cool.
Oh, I like him.
Desert
Celtis Queen, whatever.
Is really cool, yeah. Raging Brachydios. I like Raging Brachydios more than I like normal Brachy, but I fucking hate.
That's valid.
I hate Raging Brachy's fight in World. It's fucking insufferable.
Really? Really? I love it.
The thing about it is that the ending of the fight is really cool, but it's a desperation move when he's at like 50% health. It doesn't feel. It's stupid. If it's a desperation, he should be like 20, maybe 20-30% health. You know.
I'll agree with that. I will agree with that.
When he's like genuinely on his back foot.
Yep. Yeah, when he's like limping away.
Yeah, when he's genuinely on his back foot is when it should be doing it.
Yes. But I loved his fight so much.
Yeah, no, I love it.
He's so cool.
I love it. It's cool. Like, all the shit around it is cool, but like, he unfortunately suffers from a lot of the fucking world shit where it's just like he doesn't stop moving, so the fight takes so fucking long.
I like the monsters that don't stop moving. I am a big fan of the monsters that keep moving.
When they move,
I am in the minority on this, but
when they move it purpose,
I really like it.
A lot of monsters just kind of move around, like Sarajeos, for example. Sarajeos is a 1 out of 10.
Sarajeos is one of my favorite monsters. I love him.
As a fight, I do not like Sarajeos in Rise specifically. In other games,
I've only fought him a couple times. I've only fought him a handful of times, but I absolutely adore his mechanic, his look. Like, he's
the first one to afflict bleeding, and he's really fucking. When I first fought him, I made all of his weapons, even though most of his weapons are ass. Shrouded Nursilla.
But the sharpness thing is so cool.
It is really cool, and I wish that they just kept it the fucking same in Rise, but they changed it for some fucking reason. They put his thing on a charm instead of just keeping it on the weapons, but whatever.
Stupid.
Shrouded Nursilla we could skip. Tidal Najavala is really fucking cool too.
Oh, that's the Soundwave one, yeah?
Yeah, but this one shoots like water jet streams that go on the water, like go on the ground and shit, and
oh, okay.
It's really cool. Tiger Stripe Zamchios is basically just normal Zamchios, but he's basically always big.
Look at him, he's holding his belly.
He's like Cell. He's like semi-perfect Cell when he's about to blow up.
Yeah.
Stupid boy.
I like him. I like him.
Bro.
He's so cool.
For those of you who do not know, Chaotic Gormagala is so Gormagala is Shagaru Magala but grown up. I mean, Shagaru Magala is Gormagala but grown up, and Chaotic Gore is him in between basically the metamorphosis of turning into a Shagaru.
He's in the molting stage.
Yeah, Gog Mazios, goated. Fucking goated fight. Everybody says that he's easy. Don't bring an insect glaive, don't mount spam, and see how much he destroys your fucking shit.
Oh, he's so cool!
He's basically like a giant tar monster.
I love him. Look at him, he's cool. I like him.
We got Shah Dalamadur, also like an 11 out of 10, because Shah Dalamadur is also really fucking cool. Alright, now we're starting to get into shit that
Dalamadur is such a cool fucking
We're gonna start getting into shit that Liz will actually kind of know.
Yay!
Mufas are precious babies. They're like 10 out of 10.
Ooh, yes.
Mufas. Leranos are also really cute. They're just really tall and Macalus.
I don't like Leranos.
Astalos. Oh, fucking 50 out of 10. Astalos is...
No, I'm kidding. He's cool.
Astalos is my favorite of the Fated Four.
He's cool. I'll give him an 8. Maybe 9. We'll go 9. He's very cool. I haven't fought him but a handful of times too.
Crystal Beard, God. Let's skip past the deviants.
We don't care about Crystal Beard.
Gameth, I fucking love Gameth.
That's another one that's like meh for me. It's Elephant. She's cool. Like an 8.
Glavenus, I am tired of fighting Glavenus. I would.
Okay, so I main Greatsword, right? Glavenus is basically a Greatsword. I like Glavenus.
Yeah, everybody knows. Everybody likes Glavenus.
I think that him sharpening his tail and his teeth thing.
His design is cool. His design is cool, and what he does is cool. But he has like 4 moves, and that's it. Like
and it's all cool.
He doesn't have much. We're gonna skip past Hellblade because I fucking hate him. He's a 0 out of 10. Die.
Great Macau, disagree, but okay.
Great Macau is fucking hilarious.
Great Macau. Oh, he's a cutie.
Great Macau is funny because he's one of the first early game monsters in any Monster Hunter, in my opinion, that will rock your shit. He will fucking destroy you.
I remember fighting him quite a few times in
we'll get into the good shit. We'll get into the good shit now.
Good shit. Malfestio, love him.
I love Malfestio.
I wish he was in more games.
Grimclaw Tigrex, 10 out of 10. I fucking love Grimclaw. That shit is anxiety personified, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Malfestio is great. No. Hey Liz, tell us what scale
Mitsune. Alright, Mitsune is my favorite monster of all times. She's gorgeous, her fight is fun, she's gorgeous. Also her oh, I'm blanking on the name. Soulseer Mitsune, she's blind. I'm blind, like we're 2 peas in a pod.
She's
like
me
the
for
best.
Real.
She like me for real. I love like Mitsune. Like that monster is the most beautiful monster in the world. I fucking love Mitsune.
Boudreaux's outfits are terrible, and Ren, and also they look the same in every other game. Like they look the same in every game.
Yeah, they're bad. They're very bad.
Unless it's high rank to G rank, it looks different. But other than that, Silverwind Naga, I fucking hate you. Red Hair Marjoros, he's okay. Snowbear Lagombi's funny because he has a drop kick that kills you immediately, and it's fucking hilarious.
No, he does not.
Yes, he does.
Bruh.
He'll throw a snowball, and then you dodge it, and then he'll run up and drop kick you, and it's fucking hilarious.
Like, bitch.
It's so funny. Stoneface is cool. Thunderlord Zenoga's okay. Nikakos is really fucking cool.
I remember fighting him with you, I think. Nikakos?
Yeah,
he was really, really cool.
Yeah.
I really liked him.
Altaka. That shit, 900 million out of 10.
Really?
Altaka is the
best. That's the Mantis.
Altaka is the best final boss in all of Monster Hunter, and if you disagree, you're fucking wrong.
I watched, I don't remember who I watched fight him, but his fight is very cool.
It's very
He is a really cool monster.
Bloodbath Diablos, also 11 out of 10. He's really fucking cool. He's horrifying. He flips Diablos on his head. He does a lot of crazy shit. We'll get into one of my favorite monsters.
Bolt Reaver.
No, Bolt Reaver Astalos is okay. Out of the first game is okay. Nightcloak is cool because he turns invisible.
I like him.
Lustracer is okay. Soulseer Mizu's really cool.
I love Soulseer. I've already explained why. I fucking love him.
I don't have to tell you that Valstrax is one of my favorite monsters. I don't have to tell you this. Everybody knows this. Everybody who has fought Valstrax knows this, besides Liz, because she has bad opinions. But everybody else knows that.
Like, he's good. He's cool. I just don't think he's the coolest.
Alright, this is where my opinions start fucking falling immediately. This is where my opinions start plummeting.
We love the Gajalaka.
Oh yeah, all my homies love Gajalaka. I like Gastrodon too. I like Gyros. I like a lot of the small monsters introduced in World, actually. I like a lot of the small ones.
Probably the most annoying. But they're still cool. I don't like Shamos.
Anjanath is
I don't like Shamos. I like Anjanath. I think he's cool. He's T-Rex.
Anjanath is like defective middle ground for me. He's a 5 out of 10. He's fine. Fair. He does what he needs to do.
Right.
That's really it.
That's fair. I would probably give him a 6. Basil's one of my favorite monsters in the whole world. 10 out of 10.
Basil is one of the best monsters to come out of World. It's fucking.
I love Basil.
It's so good. It's amazing.
His roar, his theme,
Dodogama,
he is such a good. Dodogama is best boy.
I get it. People like, haha, Dodogama best boy. His fight.
Bro, he's adorable.
His fight is just okay.
His fight's awful, but he's the cutest.
Yeah, he's cute. I actually like Great Jagras. We're gonna skip past Great Gyros because nobody cares.
You don't like? I liked Gyros.
Great Jagras is fucking hilarious.
Great Jagras is really cool too. Yep.
Gyrototus, who gives a shit?
Nobody likes Gyrototus. We're just gonna skip that one.
The only reason why they made him a fucking urgent in Rise is because they know nobody was gonna fight him otherwise.
Yep. 100%.
I fucking love Kulu. Kulu is so
cute.
Cool. He's so cool. And unfortunately, world devs are fucking morons and you can't do one of the best event quests again because the fucking idiots.
Yeah, the Final Fantasy one where you have to fight the big Kulu.
It's so.
Why did they not make that like replayable? That one's so fun.
I don't know why. Legiana, I used to like
Legiana.
But Legiana's a cool fight. It's a cool monster, but its fight is fucking insufferable.
She is beautiful though. You gotta admit that armor and her her weapons are really pretty too. I thought they were really pretty at least.
No bias though. Leshena and Ancient Leshena like negative 800 billion out of 10.
Those were such annoying fights.
They are the worst fights. They are some of the worst fights in all of Monster
Hunter.
So
annoying.
They are some of the worst fights in all of Monster Hunter. Oda Garen.
Me and Gundry did that fight so many times.
I hate it. I hate that fight. Oda Garen. Yeah. Oda Garen.
I love Odo.
It's not. I don't get it. I've also fight other. I've also fight other like Garens because I played Frontier and then Frontier too. So like, Odo is the lamest to me out of all of those. But
so most people know World is my first game.
Yeah.
Oda Garen was when it like clicked for me. Like, I was playing Dual Blades at the time, and Oda Garen is where it clicked for me, and it was just like a dance between me and him doing Dual Blades. It felt so good. Like, I love Odo for that. And I think his design is super cool, too.
Rampage said good to know there's no bias in that judgment.
I don't like Palamute, however. So, there's that.
I fucking love Puke.
Everybody loves Puke. Like, Puke is
Radobaan doesn't need to exist.
I love Radobaan! I call him Bean because I misread his name at first and I thought it said Radobean. So I've called him Bean ever since then.
Yeah.
Like, I legitimately thought his name was Radobean because I couldn't see the screen well enough when his name popped up. And yeah, he's just Bean and I love him. So, you know.
I fucking love that. I love them. They are so funny.
He's fine.
Because they walk in Flash and they're just like, see ya.
Yeah. You're right? Like, fuck you, ZC. Go away.
I fucking love it.
I love Toby.
Toby Kadachi.
Toby Kadachi.
Toby Kadachi.
Toby Kadachi. I love Toby. I adored Toby so much.
Alright, guys.
He was... Yeah, he was cool. Behemoth?
Guys.
Fuck that fight.
I fucking love that Behemoth.
Fuck that fight. I hate Final Fantasy and I hate Behemoth. Fuck you.
Okay, so for everybody, I would like to preface this by saying I played World after all the updates were out. I played World after everything was out, so I had endgame gear when I fought Behemoth. That being said,
I didn't.
No bias though, because I really love Final Fantasy, but low key on some no bias shit though. Okay, so a little bit of backstory to that. As a kid, I used to write down monsters in like Final Fantasy monsters in a book that I think would fit in the Monster Hunter, and Behemoth was on that list. So when I saw Behemoth, I went fucking crazy.
I could see that. Yep.
I was like, they read my notebook.
They took notes. They took my notes.
Kulve Taroth, fucking amazing. I love Kulve Taroth.
Her fight is very... I got bored with her fight so fast.
It's very sequence-based like Safi Jiva, but it's in my opinion, it's more fun than Safi. I'll get the Safi. I'll get the whatever.
Safi's fight better than Cool's.
Yeah, we'll get to that. That being said,
yeah,
I like Cool more than I like.
She's
Safi.
Cool though. She's beautiful.
Everybody
knows, absolutely gorgeous.
Everybody knows that Nergigante is bully fodder, and I think
is the best. I fucking love him. You shut your mouth.
Monster. I think it's bully fodder.
I think he's the coolest monster, and you're wrong, and that's fine. It's okay to be wrong.
Val Hazak would be cool if they had the Resident Evil mechanic every time you fight him.
I remember I had the most trouble with Val Hazak. I had the most trouble.
I had Miasma Jewels, and he was the biggest pushover ever.
See, I did not know about the Miasma Jewels.
Yeah.
I had to figure that shit out.
Xenodiva.
Okay, fine. Fuck you too.
Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nope, Xenodiva.
No, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
Nope. The moment has passed.
The idea of an undead elder was something I'm surprised that they didn't do before. So, like, when I saw Val Hazak, I was like, that's cool. An undead elder? That's neat. But then
he's cool shit.
He just does normal elder shit. And, like, he's like, oh, your health is halved. And I'm like, that's it? That's all you got for an undead elder? Like, that's it?
Okay. I guess my health is gone.
I guess that's fine, I suppose. But, like, I wish that they did, like, the Resident Evil event shit. And just kept that. Like when you turn into an actual zombie, you know, you like run around like a zombie and shit.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That if they just kept that mechanic, that would have been cool. That being said, I do not like Xenodiva. I think Xenodiva design-wise looks fucking cool. Xenodiva looks cool design-wise.
Yes, absolutely. She's beautiful.
Yeah, and also the weapons and armor are really cool. Zora, ooh, how do I feel about I don't mind Zora.
Like Zora.
Mostly just because Zora's just an AFK fight, so like I can just kind of... Yeah. I legitimately ate food during one of the fights. Like I just sat there and ate food.
Because you can, like you don't have to do shit. You beat all the little things off its back, and then you're just like, okay, we're done here. Like that's it. Right, cool. You don't have to do shit with Zora. It served a purpose in the story. Yeah. That's about it.
It was the Monster Hunter story of we gotta kill this big thing. It wasn't the actual big thing. Go kill this other thing.
Yep.
That being said, I love all three of the Boas, the Kortos, and the Wolves. I love all three of them.
Wolves are definitely my favorite out of all three of those. Wolves are so cute.
Wow, Glavenus, normal Glavenus is a great sword. Acidic Glavenus is like a long sword, and I do not like Acidic Glavenus.
I definitely like Acidic Glavenus less, but I still think he's really cool.
Banburo is funny, man, but he's kind of annoying.
I love Banburo. I think Banburo is the cutest.
He's weird.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's brand new, and, you know. Yeah. But, he's cute. And I love him.
Beatotus doesn't need to exist.
We don't talk about Beatotus.
Puke is fucking cool.
Yes.
So, out of the three monsters that I liked in World, Puke is one of them. It's him, Kulve Taroth, and I think another one whose name I don't remember. Basil. Ebony Odogaron is kind of cool. I like its design, and I like its like it's like dragon like dart movements, like a lightning bolt kind of thing. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I love Ebony.
Frostfang Barioth is fucking useless. It's
already ice. Why did you put more ice on the ice?
And then on top of that, they lock the armor and weapons behind an event quest, so you don't have to fight the normal one. It doesn't make. I swear to God. Okay, we're skipping past that because I'll talk about how dumb decisions World made all the time. Anyway,
Fulgur Anjanath was cool as shit.
Yeah, it was really cool. Its super was really cool too.
Not a huge fan of Palamu, even with Nightshade.
Seething Basil.
Amazing.
Cool.
Amazing.
Shrieking Legiana makes me want to hang myself.
She's fine. I like Legiana better.
Viper Toby's cool.
Better than regular Toby. Loved Viper.
Black Veil is okay.
Black Veil kind of gave me gore vibes with the shroud over its eyes and it, you know, taking the spores everywhere and stuff. I was like, ooh, are we doing like a Gore Magala thing here now? So I thought that was really cool. Yeah. They didn't do anything with it, but I still thought it was really cool.
I think that's my biggest problem with a lot of the monsters in this game is that they have a lot of cool shit and they do nothing with it. Like,
you still there?
Yeah, hello?
Oh, sorry, you cut out.
Oh, I think the biggest problem that I have is that they do a lot of cool shit, but they do they do nothing with it, like nothing.
Yeah.
Like Shrieking Legiana being another ice leggy, you're like, why? Then why does it?
Yeah, right.
Why?
We didn't need that.
Black Veil is just a normal Val Hazard, but more miasma, and you're like, why?
Yeah. More miasma, less seeing.
Yeah. That being
more
said,
blind.
Namielle is fucking cool.
10 out of 10. I love Nami. Her fight's cool. She's beautiful.
I wish
I like
they
Nami.
did more with the fight. For example,
that's fair.
One of the things that I said about World is that they tell us, they show us, sometimes they tell us a lot of cool shit and they don't show it, but sometimes they show a lot of cool shit and they do nothing. Like, for example, picture in the fight, right? You know, when you first see her, the bioluminescence, fucking cool.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, is she gonna dim the area and I have to like fight her
which would
via
be
bioluminescence? Nope,
right?
Doesn't happen. And you're like, well,
yeah, because that's the vibe that she gave at the cutscene. That's the vibe she gave.
Why'd you show me it?
Yeah, it's like I want more of that. Like I want an abyssal Nami now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I want a Nami that will like shoot water like into the sky so hard and so fast, like it just darkens the
blots
area.
out the sun.
Yeah.
And all you have to see is her bioluminescence. That's it.
That would have been fucking sick.
That and like reflections off the water. That's it. That would have been so cool.
That would have been so. And the armor looks cool, and the weapons look cool.
Yeah, Nami was such a good addition.
Ruin and Nergigante doesn't need to exist.
I mean, yeah, it's just nergy, but easier, honestly. Ruiner was easier than normal Nergy.
Yeah. Okay, so Safi'jiiva, as a monster,
loved Safi.
Is cool. Its ult is cool. One of the things that I have a problem with most of the fights in the game is the stopping the fight. You know, is like, well, go hide behind this rock now. Okay, fight it for another 5 minutes. Okay, hide behind the rock again. And then as it gets closer,
I mean, it gives you an opportunity to sharpen your weapon. Like that's as long as it is. It's not even that long.
But see, but here's the thing: is I get that it's not long, but even if it's long or not, doing it like 5 times per fight, it takes away it pulls me out of the fight specifically anyway, because I'm like, oh well, now I gotta hide, sharpen. Okay, cool, go back. Okay, fight it again for another 2 minutes. Oh, doing it again. Now I gotta hide again. You know, like. It just keeps taking me. It just keeps taking me out of the fight.
Issue with it.
Like everything other than that, like the ult spamming, it's a fucking cool fight. I also don't like grinding it because, like, as much as I like cool, grinding those monsters without a full lobby is
just. I feel like any monster that you have to grind gets really old really quick. I don't like grinding.
Safi's like a raid phase fight,
which is very annoying.
Yeah. How do we feel about
I don't like Shara. Ever since I figured out that Shara looks at you as you're moving, he just freaked me out. Ever since, like, I can't do Shara. I hate Shara. I think that his like 2 phases are very cool, and like him using the earth and vibrations and all that. He's cool. But, like, I hate him. I think his design is creepy. I just don't like him. His spindly finger wings, I hate it. I don't like him.
I think he's just okay. Like, he's like a 5 out of 10. He's like a middle ground fight for me.
He's a 3 for me.
I don't like Shara. Velkhana's design is cool, but, like, the weapons are really cool, but, like, I feel like they could have did more with Velkhana. Because Velkhana's like, beam, okay, now tail slap, okay, now beam, now tail slap, okay, now...
Right, yeah, once you learn her patterning, she's really easy. But she's still a fun fight. Like, I still really enjoy fighting her.
Yeah, I don't. Do I mind fighting her? No. Would I rather fight something else? Yeah. And I think that's what a lot of it stems from. It's like I'd rather just fight something else.
Right. And I think, like, we have two very different play styles. You'll play a Monster Hunter game for, like, literally 1,000 hours plus. And yeah. I'm like, I'll beat the game and come back to it every once in a while. Yeah, so, like, the fights aren't, I'm not memorizing every fight for, like, 7,000 times. So I'm much more casual with Monster Hunter.
Okay. Now we're on Rise. Izuchis and Bombadgis are good boys, and they all get 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm. Bombadgie's awesome.
Aknosom is like a 4.
Yeah, I think she's cool. I think she's a very cool monster, but her fight is lackluster, and it's just a bird
a lot
that
of the
dances.
Fights I'm also trying to think of, like, from, like, a beginner perspective. Because, like, I want to
really,
pull people... Oh, sorry,
really good at, like, teaching you how to use the bug. Yeah. She's really good at teaching you that. Like, it's a good monster for teaching.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
You see, I'm also trying to think of, like, the fights for, like, a new player, too. Like, how would I feel as a new player? If I was new, how would I feel about this fight?
Mm-hmm.
That being said, Almudron, I cannot say.
I know you hate Almudron. I love Almudron.
I think Almudron is more tolerable now because I realize that its weakness is bullets, just like everything else. But, like call it a cop-out. I know a lot of people think that guns are easy, but all I'm saying, go a gun and die in one hit.
They are.
I mean, it's easy.
They really are easy.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
we'll talk about this later. No.
No, they are. We've talked about this many times before.
Well, see, the thing about it is that your Blade Master defense makes it that like you can play kind of reckless, but Gunner defense is really fucking low. So I either play perfect or I die.
Yeah, because you're arranged. You're arranged, and you're usually out of harm's way more.
Anyways,
it's easier. It's truly easier than being right up in the monster's face.
Based on reaction time, yes, but like you could take a lot more hits with the blade, like a lot more hits as a blade. Well, until
sure.
More towards at the end game, everybody's weak, so it doesn't really matter. But you still die hits at the end game, so it doesn't really matter. Bishitan.
Bishitan.
It's fine.
Not a big fan of Bishitan's fight. But I like him as a monster.
It's just fine. You know, it's a fight. You know, it was a good start. It's also another one of those fights that just teach you shit.
Yeah.
Ghost Harag, I'm tired of seeing, but it's a really cool fight, and I wish they should have gave it dual blades. Cool. They should have gave it fucking dual blades.
Why the fuck didn't they? He's like the perfect monster for dual blades.
They could have gave it like its normal dual blades or its claws, and then when you get to demon mode, it becomes the blades.
Like, it would have been so cool.
No, they fucked it up. Great Izuchi. I like Great Izuchi. I think Great Izuchi is a really cool starting monster.
Cool. I didn't know that it was from Rise, actually. I thought Izuchi was in earlier games.
Great Izuchi, one of the reasons why I like Great Izuchi is because Great Izuchi has a lot of, like, mechanics that stem to other monsters. Like, Great Izuchi's like, hey, you gotta watch out for the tail, because Izuchi's big thing is its tail. You have to watch out for it.
Huge.
And it makes you preemptively watch out for other tails, like in the game.
Yep.
So it teaches you very early on, like, hey, tails are very dangerous, also. Especially like Rathian, like tail spins and shit where you're poisoned and die. And also it always has smaller monsters, so it teaches you to keep in mind of the smaller monsters. Badoo, I like Magnamalo.
Okay, so here's where... So Rise has its monster designs, and they meant to do this. I know that they meant to do this. But they take a lot of inspiration from Japanese yokai.
Yeah.
Which are weird, and they look weird and all that. I don't like them as Monster Hunter monsters. Like...
Yeah.
Magnamalo's a big one, Somnicanth's another one, like, I just don't like that design for Monster Hunter.
I like the uniqueness of how they all look, because yokais are very different looking, and that's why I like them.
They very much are, yeah.
Because come on, like, in a sea of like Rathaloses and like dragons. You got like
right.
You got like a fucking Kappa or like an undead spider mommy. You know, like
exactly. And I know. Like it's Monster Hunter, you know, it's meant to be out there. But I am much more fond of the monsters that are based more in reality and more. Oh, I could see this as an actual animal, like it working and things like that. Like things like Magnamalo don't do that for me. Like that is very obviously something else. Which I mean, he's cool. But I'm not a fan of those designs.
Like, I respect the opinion of reality shit, but also. Like, a lot of the time, I respect that opinion, but I think it's kind of a dumb opinion because you're playing Monster Hunter, you swing a giant slab of metal to kill monsters.
Yeah, I am aware of that, but, like, I don't know, the monsters themselves, I don't know, I like the rawness that a lot of the earlier monsters have.
What, there's a new thing? Anyway, Rachna Kadaki's cool. I don't
You really like Rachna a lot.
I don't really like Somnicanth anymore.
I hate Somnicanth. Okay. That's probably one of my least favorite monsters.
Tetranodon's a good boy. Tetranodon's a good boy.
Tetranodon is one of the few Rise monsters that I very much like.
Crimson Gore Valstrax is just normal Valstrax, no bias.
The
Narwa, Ibushi, and Allmother? I'm just gonna lump them all together. They're okay.
Yeah. They're, like, basically all the same.
They're like 6 out of... Well, they're different and... Like, Allmother's basically a conglomeration of them. If I'd rather fight one, I'd rather fight just Ibushi.
That's fair. I wasn't a fan of any of them. I don't like their designs. They're like a split jaw thing. Yeah. Creeps me out. Not a fan. Not for me. Probably a solid 5, because they do have cool mechanics.
But most of these I fought, so like I'll list these off. Aurora Somnicanth is okay. Blood Orange Bishaten is also okay. Espinas and Flaming Espinas, I understand the excitement of Espinas because it's a frontier monster. So like you're like,
cool.
Wait, is that gonna open the floodgates of frontier monsters? Espinas is like baby frontier though. Like. They don't want, like, actual frontier monsters, because you would not be able to beat an actual frontier. There's a reason why, in Frontier, every weapon has a parry, because if you don't have a parry, you die. Like,
yeah.
Garangolm is really cool.
I don't like him.
I like Monkey Man. I know you like Lunagan, even though he's, like, the lamest of the 3.
Dude, but he's so cool!
He's just a werewolf ice dragon.
But that's the thing, like, he's believable. I could see that being a thing.
Okay, that's cool, but, like, Frankenstein monkey, so.
Yeah, but, like, no. Not for me. Not for
Magma
me.
Almudron is okay. Pyroarachna is
I think he looks really cool.
Which one? Magma Almudron?
I don't like Rachna. I have a thing with spiders. I'm not a big...
Pyroarachna looks cool, too. It basically has the same colors as Magmadron for the most part.
Nope, that's enough for me, dog.
Scorned Magnamalo is really fucking cool. And there's a story purpose behind it, so
That's always nice.
Elder Fugen, it's basically the Magnamalo that Elder Fugen fought when he was younger.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah. Violet Mizu is fucking lame.
He just looks like a Mizu to me.
He's not as cool as normal Mizu. Geismagorm is really fucking cool.
Geismagorm. What the fuck is that?
It is one of the sources of all of the shit. Malzeno is really fucking cool.
Oh! Everybody likes Malzeno. Like, that's another really cool. He's just a cool fucking dragon.
Yeah, and then there's Primordial Malzeno, which is even cooler.
Yeah, I remember seeing his, like, little intro thing.
There isn't. I'm gonna speak from, like, an endgame, like, full level perspective for the Rizens.
Whoa!
Risen Kami's okay. Risen Kushala can go die. Risen Teostra's cool.
What's the whole... What's the whole risen thing? Is it
they
rising from the dead?
They are elders who are afflicted with the Kurio, but they've overcome it.
Oh, okay.
And have like new shit now. So.
Oh.
A lot of the
They look really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the Risen's Shagara Magala. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's also like one of the most insane fights in Monster Hunter.
That thing's beautiful.
Risen Crimson World Valstrax is okay looking.
Ooh, I like him.
Risen Teostra. He looks like he looks like a withered like Teostra.
Yeah, I think the coolest Risen might be Chameleos. Like his wings are super fucking cool. And cool. Shagaru Magala is super cool too.
You gotta see Risen Cami when he's like enraged, like in his.
It's really
cool. Yeah. Because they all look different when they get inflicted when they get turned into Risen mode. Yeah.
Huh.
Like Teostra gets like a white mane and it looks so cool.
Ooh, that is cool.
Well, that's the end of that list because I guess this is all of like the main series.
Yeah, it doesn't count online or
the Frontier and all that jazz.
Stuff like that, yeah.
But yeah, that's the list. Overall, everybody knows my favorite monsters. There are many other monsters. Maybe some other time we'll go through like the not official list.
The stuff I'm not gonna know any.
The stuff that I'll know a little bit about.
A little bit of.
It'll also have like one of my favorite monsters in all of Monster Hunter in it. And I should definitely send you the theme of it because it goes super fucking hard.
You probably have, to be honest.
I probably have.
Monster Hunter themes are generally just good anyways.
Yeah. It's very hard to find some Monster themes are bad.
Well, okay, a couple from Rise. A couple redone ones from Rise.
Butchered Zenoga and Mises.
Yeah, I'm sad about that.
You have the copy paste right there, Capcom. You can't copy your own homework.
You can do it, I promise.
But yeah, that being said, yeah, that's the list. And I think we both have very similar opinions on most monsters.
Kinda. It depends.
Yeah, depends on when you ask me and if I'm drunk or not. But like obviously,
you definitely look at it as more of a fight perspective. I'm like, is it pretty? I don't know, maybe.
Look at it from design perspective too. Like design plays a part of it, but like I look into it as does the design like have something to do with the fight, you know? Like,
gotcha.
You see a Latreon and like, oh, cool, look at all these colors, and like it changes colors to match the element. That's cool because like the design and like all the color shit matches the fight. But like if it's just like, look at me, I'm a fast red dog, you're like, okay, Clifford is that too, but
hey. Can you leave Odo alone? He taught me things, okay?
Yeah, so is Clifford, but okay.
I love Odo.
Or like funny monsters like Tetsuyaku just popping like flashing like, see you later, baby.
Play World, fuck you.
I'm glad you enjoyed a Rampage. I'm glad you enjoyed a Rampage. And I understand that people outside looking in for Monster Hunter, it does sound like gibberish.
Oh, the first time we did this, I didn't know anything outside of World. Yeah. So I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I think this is also cool to like go through this list again and like you've seen some of the fights.
Yeah, I actually know a couple things now.
if you want to get into Sunbreak, we can, and like you can fight these monsters and I'll just go like heavy duty shit. And just
Rise is just not fun for me.
Is it because you have to? I think it's because there's a lot of like micromanaging, and I know a lot of people say there's a lot of micromanaging to it because you got to manage like your wire bugs and all this other shit and keep track of your arts and all this other shit, and there's a lot of other shit to micromanage.
Like, dude, I barely even use my wire bugs. I don't like those things.
That's probably why you don't. That's probably why you don't have fun.
I don't like them. I don't want to use them.
The wire bugs are so
like crazy. I use them not much. Like, to get away from things.
The thing about wire bugs is that the wire bugs open the world of mobility in Monster Hunter. And that's what I like the fast-paced mobility shit. If you like the slow and clunky and boring combat of world, you are more than welcome to do that.
I don't think it's boring at all.
Boring isn't the word. It's like, it's not for me. Like, the slow and clunky still stand, but like, it's not boring. Like,
that's like every Monster Hunter before.
I mean, yeah.
They progressively have gotten quicker. Like, that's just
the thing
how it works.
The thing about World is that World is old gen Monster Hunter. It just looks better. Like, that's what it is. And there are some stuff that speed up the game. Like, it speeds it up enough to where, like, it's manageable compared to older games. But it's still pretty clunky. But like, there's a lot. Like I said, there's a lot of shit that World did for Monster Hunter that I would never fault it for. We wouldn't even be friends if it wasn't for Monster Hunter. Like, for World, we wouldn't even know each other. We wouldn't even know each other existed.
Nope.
If it wasn't for Monster Hunter. So that's what I hope. That's all the friends that I've made from like all the new people coming into Monster Hunter. I will never fault World for that ever. Not a day in my fucking life. Because like World brought a bunch of new people into Monster Hunter, and like, because like I always say it, like in a you could join a server full of 100 people, right? Before World came out, and you'll be like, yo guys, Monster Hunter, and like you'll have enough for a full party. For people who be like, Monster Hunter, I want to play Monster Hunter. But now if you hop into a server with 100 people, you're like, yo guys, Monster Hunter, like 30 people will be like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter World opened the floodgates of Monster Hunter to a wider audience, and I will never fault World for that, because it's also I understand. First Monster Hunter, Freedom Unite is a dog shit of a video game. It's absolutely horrendous, no quality of life. The monster AI is abusable to all hell. It's not even a fight; it's an AFK fight. But I fucking love Freedom Unite, because it's my first Monster Hunter game. And could you make the argument that World is better? Yeah, you could. And I would say that World is better from a quality of life standpoint, and like, how much do I hate my life playing Freedom Unite? A lot. But and it's crazy how it's, because like, I also see it from a perspective of, I've watched Monster Hunter grow up from like this like edgy fucking weird kid who was like, I just want to play longsword and stab people, to like, yo, we can fucking like dive bomb off of monsters and like do flippy dip shit, and insect glaives are useless and all this.
Poor insect glaive.
Insect glaive got shot in the foot in Rise. Because the thing about insect glaive is that it's supposed to be an aerial weapon, right? But the whole point of it is you want to, like, it's you only get one mount per 10 minutes in Rise, and that's if you even have weapons that are consistent at landing mount hit anyways. So 9 times out of 10 you don't get a mount. You're like a mosquito, like you're not doing any damage.
I love how fun insect glaive is, though.
No, I'm not knocking the fun of it, but like you're like pestering the monster, right? They're just like, ugh, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, you're not doing big damage.
And then they slap you once and you die, and it's fucking hilarious, just like a mosquito, because like the monster will like hit you with a beam and you'll die immediately. Like,
yep.
But like, the thing about it is that unfortunately the end game forces DPS, because there's DPS checks, and it's not something that I wanted. I don't want to be that guy, but the game is like, you need to pass these DPS checks or you're gonna have a bad time. And that's just how Rise is, unfortunately. The end game of Rise is it's been improved a lot, but it's still not very good. And like I said, it's basically like, if you're not using the guns or like the 3 high DPS melee weapons, you're gonna be next to, I don't want to say useless, but you're gonna have to play and work a lot harder than the other players are to like maintain your shit.
Yeah, I hate that.
And that's just the game.
I hate that I'm forced to like do meta shit.
Yeah.
And like I think that's just endgame Monster Hunter in general. Like any game is gonna be you have to use meta shit, or it's gonna take you're gonna either cart all the time, or you're going to not do enough DPS to kill the monster in time.
Because see, now I don't care about times, but what I do not want is a fight to take 20 fucking minutes. Because I got a life, I got shit to do, man. I don't want a fight to take 20 fucking minutes.
See, I don't mind that. Like I do not mind sitting there 20 minutes for a fun monster fight. Like a boring monster fight, yeah, that's different. But for a monster fight that's fun, different story. But I'm also not farming for 700 tons.
Yeah,
you know,
and
I'm not trying to get that best shit.
That's all of the grind of Endgame is grinding.
Exactly.
You're going to be upgrading your shit all of the time, and I think because like that's another thing that I dislike about the Alatreon fight is that Capcom said, "Hey, do you know how you've been playing the game the way you want this entire time?
Yep. You have to use Element now.
Play the way we tell you to,
or be entirely broken and use a raw." You know, no element. It's gonna take fucking forever, though.
But see, that's the thing, though, because you need element. You need element. It's doable, but you need element to pass. Like that's the only way you break it out of its thing is with element. So you have to kill it before. You have to kill it before 3 Eschaton judgments, or you just fail. And that's like that's the most irritating part about that fight is that like a picture, right? If you will, you are little Timmy, right? Little Timmy, you know, he's been playing Monster Hunter for a while now, right? He's got a good blast weapon, a good raw weapon, because he watched a YouTuber talk about nothing, because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about half of the time, and you know they just want to like they just want to fight Alatreon, right? With the little blast longsword that they played the entire game with, right? But then Capcom spits in Timmy's face and is like, "Use element, you little shit, because we fucking told you to," and you're like, "But you've been letting me play the game however I want this whole time." And they're like, that's too fucking bad, Timmy. That's too fucking bad, little Timmy. Now you gotta grind for another 100 hours to make all the element weapons that you'd want to use, plus the armor, just so you can fight one fucking monster that you're probably gonna fail repeatedly because it's an RNG fight. And you're just like, but Capcom, why? And that's when Capcom slaps your face and is like, don't ask questions. Don't question. Just go do what we tell you to. And you're like, but okay, Capcom, I'm sorry. My bad, Capcom. My bad. Like that's like I would never fault somebody if you have a set that makes no fucking sense. I'm gonna judge you. Like if you're like, look at all these wacky woohoo skills that I have that like do fucking nothing. I'm gonna question that.
No, you have 1 star in every stat that ever existed.
Yeah,
like 1 slot. Like what? You know how slotting works, right?
I'm gonna question that. But like if you want to build for like a super tanky, like a really bulky set, you are more than welcome to do that. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like you in theory, like I'm not like my friends who are like, you need to play this way. I don't care how you play, because like I know how to turn that side of my brain off when I'm playing with friends. I know that don't like to play the game the same way I like to play the game. Like if you just want to build a wacky woohoo funny greatsword set, go ahead.
I have many of those.
Go the fuck ahead.
I have a friendship greatsword build.
Yeah, you can do that. You could be your friend. Friendship is magic.
Because it's fun.
You can be friendship is magic greatsword all you want. I understand. I understand that I need to play the game. I understand when I'm playing with friends who don't take the game as seriously as I do. So like, will I like give you pointers? I'll do that. I'll be like, hey, how about instead of that skill, why don't you put on this skill? Because that skill benefits this skill you have on, and this skill benefits this, and they all come together, and it's like a nice little greatsword set cake, you know? All of it comes together. But like, you can either be like, no, I'm good, or you can be like, fuck you, Rag, I don't want to hear your advice, and I'll be like, I just won't play with you then, because like, I was being nice about it. Like,
hey, Dan.
You know, I could have been like, hey, you know, it's like, you could do this and you could do this and combine this with this, and this works really well with this, and you could be like, that's really cool, I'm gonna try that, thanks. And then you could be like, hey, I tried it and I don't like it because it did X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, that's cool, that's fine. But if I'm like, hey, Liz, how about instead of having like fucking some random ass skill that doesn't benefit you at all,
I like my soundproof, okay?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, hey, how about instead of like running like fucking wall runner on greatsword, why don't you like spec something else in? Something that isn't completely fucking useless.
Okay, Rag, I'll try it. I hate it.
It's like
I like running on walls. Okay.
It's like I get that. You could be the spider monkey you want to be, Liz, but like here in the universe of like
logic.
Yeah, logic and slots and understanding slots are precious. Like, you kind of
spider monkey go burr.
Yeah, exactly. Or like if you're playing Hammer, I'm like, hey, how about instead of fucking running some
where's his slugger at?
Yeah, where if you, because like some weapons have some leniency, others do not.
Mm-hmm.
Like other weapons have leniency on how you can build them, and others do not, such as Greatsword. Greatsword's a missionary cookie cutter weapon. Nothing wrong with it. It's a very standard, like, your game plan with Greatsword is very simple. Like,
she is old reliable.
Yeah. If you have somebody who benefits you like a hammer, they KO the monster, you do a true charge, 2,000 damage, bada bing, bada boom, rinse and repeat until the monster's dead.
That's why me and Gunji work out so well together, because he bops the monster, I bonk it.
I am also a bonker.
Bonk, whatever.
I just do the bonk better. But I also have years of practice with bonking, so, And that's just kind of, like, that's what I like. I like meeting people of different skill levels because you see it. Like, you can tell when somebody's been playing forever and when somebody just started. There's nothing wrong with it. I respect everybody of our skill levels, unless you're like that guy who's, like, really fucking weird about it,
Yeah.
Like somebody would ask for advice, and then because it's the advice, they're like, hey, what's a good greatsword? I'm like, oh, this weapon. Well, when do I get to play the game the way I want to? You could have continued doing that and not ask the question. Like,
right? Like, bitch, you asked.
That's a true story, by the way. We knew somebody like that. Because we were like,
annoying.
The Black Fatalis set in Jano is like the best greatsword set for a greatsword. Like, it has every single skill you would ever want on a greatsword, ever, with the slots to put in the extra shit. Well, what if I don't want to use that? Then don't use it, and just actively handicap yourself. Like, what do you want me to say to you? All right. With that being said, I think we're gonna end it here. It's been fun. I hope you had fun. I hope Chad had fun. I hope the lamp had fun. I hope the corner of my room had fun.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. This was kind of an impromptu thing. We were going to do Nuzlocke, but I was like, you know what? I want to do this funny thing. So we did it. Thank you, Liz. I could tell in the sound of your voice every so often you were kind of skeptical, but I appreciate you being here nonetheless.
No, it was fun. I like looking at monsters.